welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to cut a full circle and half a circle. Full circle is 360 whilst the half circle is 180, and so that is what we are going to learn. But before then, please subscribe to my channel. If you have not yet done so, follow me on Facebook, Max Fashion Line or Ajoaka. Okay, when it comes to cutting a flare or circle, all that you need is your waist measurement and then your skirt length. So this is what you need. The waist measurement we are going to use is 34, and then the skirt length you are going to use is 24. And so when you get your waist measurement, you add +2 to it, +2, making 36. The +2 is going to be for your zip allowance, making 36. Then you divide it by 6.28. This is standard for circle. This is what you have to use. So it will be 6.28. Now when we do the division for this, the answer we are going to get is 5.7. 5.7. So the 5.7 is what we are going to use to get our waist. So when you do your calculation and you have your final answer this way, then you come and you fold your fabric. For full skirt, you fold your fabric into 4. So this is the first fold, and then this is going to be your second fold, and you are folding it equally. Then the 7.5, you place it. This is where you are going to cut your waist. This is where you are going to take your waist measurement from. This place, not here, not here, not here, but this place. And so the 5.7 that we got, you place your tape measure at the tip of this place. Then you measure your 5.7. So this is 5.5. This will be our 5.7. And so you measure all round, 5.7 all round up to this end. Then you get your waist measurement. Now this is because of the skirt length we are using. We are not going to fold it into 4. It's a pattern, so we are not going to fold it in 4. We are opening like this, and let's just assume that it has been folded into 4. Let's just assume that this paper has been folded into 4 for our full skirt. When you come to the edge here, you place your tape measure here, and this is our 5.7. We'll measure our 5.7. This is our 5.7. This is our 5.7. Then this is our 5.7. Another one. 5.7. Come here. 5.7. So this is our waistline, 5.7. You just join the points, and that is it. So when you finish, you are going to take your skirt length on this line, and so you place this here, the tape measure at the edge. You mark your 24 here. Come again, 24. You shift again. So this is the waistline you are taking your measurement from. Okay, 24. Come again, 24. So we have our 24 marked out. Then after, we are going to join the points. So you just go this way, follow the points, and just be joining. So this is it. This is our full circle, and so we are going to cut it out, and we are going to follow the line to cut it. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Then we are going to cut our waist area. So this is our pattern for our full skirts. Therefore, when you pick your fabric, you fold your fabric into 4. When you fold your fabric into 4, then you place this on it, and then you cut it out. Okay, so let me use this fabric to teach you. So you have this as your fabric for your flare. You have this pattern there. You just pick your fabric, you fold it into 4 equal parts. So this is it. I folded it into 4 equal parts. Then I'll just pick my pattern and place it on it. This is where the waist is going to be. So I'll place it this way. So when I place it this way, I'll pin it. After pinning it, I'll just cut the waist line. Then I'll cut following the curve or the circle. And then after, I'll have my flare for either a skirt or a dress. Okay, so when we measure this, when we measure the waist here, we have 9.5. 9.5 times 4 is going to give us 38. So it means after cutting the full circle, you are going to get 38 at the waist level. 38 at the waist level, whereby we just need 34 for the measurement for the waist. So when we subtract our 34, we have 4 inches. And the 4 inches is going to be for zip allowance, 2 inches on each side. So this is for full circle. We are going to do for a half a circle also. Okay, with our half a circle, which is also 180 degrees, what we need is the waist measurement. Waist and then the skirt length. The skirt length. So the waist measurement is 34. The skirt length you are going to use for this is 18.5. We are considering the length of the paper, 18.5. Now when it comes to the half a circle, to 34 you add plus 2 to 8, and instead of dividing it by 6.28, you would divide it by 3.14, and this will give us 11.46, but you are going to make it 11.5. You are going to make it 11.5. So when you have your 11.5 here on your fabric, you fold, because it's not a full circle, you fold your fabric into 2. This way, 2. Then you measure your 11.5 at this point. This is where you are going to take your waist measurement, and not this part. This is where you take your waist measurement, and so 11.5, you place it here all round to this place. Therefore, because this paper is not long and it's short, let us assume that this paper has been folded into 2. Let's just assume that this has been folded into 2. And so we are going to have our 11.5 here, 11.5, Okay, so this is our waist, 11.5 all through. My marker is not showing well, so I'm going to use a pen. So we are joining the points. So when you have your waist measurements, you are going to measure our 18.5. So this is where we'll take our skirt length or our flare length or circle length from. We'll place it here. The length we are using is 18.5, and so we'll place here 18.5. Okay, so we have everything well marked out. So we are going to cut it. Okay, so this is for half a circle. Therefore, when we measure this, the waistline, let's see what we have here. We have 18.5, and so 18.5 times 2 is going to give us 37. And so 37, if you take the 34 out of it, is going to remain 3 inches. There are 3 inches can be for zip allowance. And one thing is, sometimes the fabric you are using, even though you measure this way, you get 18.5, but when you stretch it, it will give you more than that. And so sometimes if the fabric is a stretchy type of a fabric, you can get more than the waist measurement being 37 or 38. You can even get, sometimes can get 40. So when you are measuring the waist, know the fabric you are using. If you are using a stretchy fabric, then don't add the 2 inches to your measurements, your waist measurements. Like this fabric is a stretchy fabric. So if I'm using this to cut my flare, my waist being 34, I will not add the 2 inches to it. I will just cut it at the 34 divided by either half a circle measurement or full circle measurement. Then I'll place it, because at the end of the day, after it will stretch for me. Okay, so when you have this half a circle, if you are going to place it on fabric, the fabric, you fold it into 2. So when you fold it into 2, you place it on it this way, and then you cut it. You cut the waist, then you cut the length of the skirt too. So that's how you're going to do it. Now this fabric is 3 yards fabric. So let's say if I'm sewing a straight dress or cut and join straight dress, it means 3 yards is enough. Okay, so that's how you do it. And sometimes, because the template we have here or the pattern we have here is short, when you place it here and you cut your waist, you can just place the tape measure here and then measure the length of your skirt, the length of your flare. Maybe you are using a length of 25, so you measure all round and cut. But in order not to waste your fabric, you know you are measuring the length of your skirt is 25. So from 25, when you measure this place is what? When you measure from where you cut the waist, 25 is going to give you 37. And so you get your fabric, the edge to 37. So all that you have to do is put this aside, and then fold this to 37 length. Okay, so this is how you do it. This is 37, and so you have 37 here so that you will not waste your fabric. Therefore, this place you can use it for something else. Instead of folding it equally, you can have your fabric this way, then you use this for something else. And so when you have it this way, you just place your pattern on it like this. And then you measure your length, your skirt length. This is 25. So you measure all through, then you cut it from there. You cut this one also, then you have your circle, half a circle. And this is our full circle. This is our full circle. This is our half a circle. So this is how to determine the amount of fabric you need to cut your circle. This is for full circle. And so let's do the calculation for this. Then after we'll come to the half a circle. The full circle, the waist measurement is 34 plus 2 inches divided by 6.28, which gave us 5.7, but we are going to run it to 6, and so we are going to make it 6 inches. Then the skirt length we use is 24, and so that's how we do it. 24, you add the 6 inches at the waist to the 24, which will give you 30. So plus 6 is going to give us 30. And because full circle, we fold it into 4. The 30 is going to be times 4. And so times 4 is going to give us 120. So it means you are going to need 120 inches width of fabric to cut your full circle. And so when we pick this 120 is equal to 3 yards of fabric. 3 yards of fabric. At the end of the day, 3 yards of fabric will be enough, unless that is the length is 24. Unless you are cutting a skirt length like maybe you are cutting your flared down, then you need more than that. And sometimes you have to cut some place of the fabric to join so that you can get the length. So this is 3 yards of fabric. Let me see, you are going to fold this into 4 this way, 4 this way, and that is it. We'll get our 60, so you get our 30. When we fold it into 4 this way, you're going to get our 30. Let's measure and see. So this is our 30 because it's a double length. So this is our 30. So we just pick the full circle pattern and then just place it on it. Just place it on it this way. So you see it's exactly at the edge. This means that this length includes sewing allowance and everything. And so this is it. You will cut it from here and then you will cut here. Now when it comes to the half a circle the waist is also 34. 34 plus 2 making 36. Divided by 3.14. 3.14, which gave us 11.5. So 11.5 plus the length of your skirt. So let's say length of our skirt is 24 plus 24, and it's going to give us 35.5. So let's say 36, and so we have 36. So this one to 36 times 2 is going to give us 72. 36 times 2 is also going to give us 72 inches. So it means we need 72 inches width to cut our half a circle. 72. Okay. And so when we take our fabric this way, this is 36. So this is where our 72 ends. And in order not to waste the fabric, you just have to, you can place your 36 at the edge here. When you place your 36, and so 36 is 1 yard of fabric. 36, so it means 2 yards. You can use it to cut your half a circle. This is it. Then you take it from, you hold this place this way, then you take it to get your exact 72 this way. Then we take our half a circle, we place it on it. Okay, this is, so you cut the waist here, then you measure your skirt length to this place all round, and then you cut it, then you get your skirt length for your half a circle. So this is the end of our circle cutting. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing and follow me on Facebook, Max Fashion Line or Ajoaka. Thanks and bye bye.